Would you pay over $1,000 for a phone that bends in half? Samsung is hoping the answer is still yes, because the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 are almost ready to hit the market. Insider leaks say production is about to begin, which lines up with earlier reports pointing to a May manufacturing start. Even though there were some early challenges, mainly with the chips, it looks like everything is back on track now. Let's begin with the Fold 7. This phone is likely to feature the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy, also known as the Snapdragon 8 Elite. It's the same processor used in the latest Galaxy S25 models, which means users can expect fast performance without compromise. That's important, especially for a device that's trying to combine the power of a flagship phone with the flexibility of a foldable screen. There were some early signs that Samsung might use their own Exynos chips in this model, but it seems like that idea has been dropped. Now, the Z Flip 7 has taken a slightly different path. This foldable was recently spotted in testing with Exynos processors, and not just one but two versions were seen using them. That has sparked talk about whether Samsung is planning to bring back regional variants. If that happens, we could once again see some markets getting Snapdragon versions and others getting Exynos. A few years ago, Samsung stopped doing this after users complained about noticeable differences in speed, battery life, and heat management. If they return to that system, it might raise similar concerns. Looking beyond these two devices, Samsung is working hard to build better chips for future smartphones. The new Exynos 2600 processor, which uses a 2nm manufacturing process, is already in development. This chip could make its debut in the Galaxy S26 next year. The move makes sense. Samsung has been trying to reduce its reliance on outside chipmakers like Qualcomm. According to recent updates, Samsung Foundry is making good progress toward this goal. Meanwhile, Apple is sticking with its 3nm chips for the iPhone 17 series. A jump to 2nm could happen with the iPhone 18, but it would make the phones even more expensive to produce. Even then, some industry experts believe Samsung's 2nm chips might not be as energy efficient as Apple's chips made by TSMC. So when both chips eventually arrive in phones, we'll finally get to see how they perform in everyday use. As for foldable phones in general, they're better than they used to be, but they still haven't reached the level of popularity that phone makers hoped for. Samsung has quietly lowered its sales expectations for both the Fold 7 and Flip 7. Instead of aiming for big numbers, the company is playing it safe this time. On the other hand, several smaller phone brands have already stepped away from the foldable market. Some simply can't keep up with Samsung, while others don't want to spend a lot of money on something that's still considered a niche product. Even so, Samsung hasn't given up on foldables. The company is still investing in this space, and the Fold 7 and Flip 7 are expected to bring some solid improvements. Faster performance, cleaner software, and possibly better battery life could make them more appealing than past versions. So, are foldable phones finally starting to make sense? Or are they still more about the design than real value? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. And if you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech. Is a foldable phone really worth buying in 2025? That's a question many people are asking, especially after some leaks revealed new details about the upcoming Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold. While the changes might not be too dramatic on the outside, what's happening under the hood is where things start to get interesting. From what's been leaked, Google doesn't seem to be making a huge shift in the look of the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. It still keeps the tall, slim shape and the same camera bar across the back, something we've already seen in the previous Pixel 9 Pro Fold. The company seems to believe that the current design already works well, so rather than redesigning it completely, they're choosing to fine-tune what's inside. It's a bold decision in a market where flashy designs often get more attention, but it might turn out to be the smarter choice. One small but noticeable change is the placement of the SIM card slot. It's now located at the top of the phone, which aligns it with the rest of the Pixel 10 lineup. This shows Google is trying to keep a more consistent design across all its phones. Also, if you look at the side of the device, there are two small cutouts. These could be for the power and volume buttons, or maybe something like antennas to improve the phone's signal. Either way, it helps keep the phone looking neat and balanced. Looking back at last year's Pixel 9 Pro Fold, it was one of Google's most praised foldables. It featured a 6.3-inch OLED screen on the outside and an 8-inch OLED screen when unfolded. Both screens were sharp, colorful, and bright. The performance was also solid, thanks to Google's Tensor G4 processor and 16 GB of RAM. It could easily handle gaming, multitasking, and any heavy apps you threw at it. The camera system was another highlight with a 48-megapixel main lens, a 10.5-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and a 10.8-megapixel telephoto lens offering 5x zoom. For many users, it was more than just a foldable phone, it was a full-featured flagship. Now that attention has shifted to the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, people are curious to see what's coming next. While the external design doesn't seem to be changing much, there are strong hints that the new version will be faster, smoother, and maybe even more affordable. Some leaks suggest that Google may price it lower than last year's model. If that's true, it'd be a smart move to pull in more buyers, especially those still unsure about trying a foldable phone. Yes, there will be some who wish Google had done more to change how the phone looks. But it's clear the company is focusing on meaningful upgrades, not just cosmetic ones. They know that better software, improved performance, and a more polished user experience matter more than just having a new shape. And let's not forget what Google does best: software. With every Pixel phone, we see tighter integration with Google's services, regular updates, and new AI features. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold is expected to continue this trend. Users should expect a version of Android that runs smoothly, takes full advantage of the folding screen, and helps with daily tasks through smart tools and features. So, while it might not look new on the outside, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold could be a big step forward in how it performs and feels in daily use. If Google also manages to offer it at a better price than last year, this foldable might just turn out to be one of the best options available in 2025. We'll have to wait for the official announcement, which will likely happen later this year. But based on what's been leaked so far, things are looking promising. Would you be interested in trying out the Pixel 10 Pro Fold if it brings strong upgrades and a better price? Let us know what you think, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates. We made some noticeable refinements to the look and feel of the A series in 2025. The Galaxy S36, along with the larger Galaxy S56, introduces a fresh design that sets it apart from previous models. Instead of the usual separate camera cutouts, Samsung has redesigned the rear camera layout to give it a more premium appearance. From early hands-on impressions at MWC 2025, the build quality feels solid for a mid-range device, giving it a polished and modern look. Color options are another exciting aspect of the Galaxy S36. Samsung has introduced 4 stylish choices: awesome lavender, awesome black, awesome white, and awesome lime. If you're considering the Galaxy S56 instead, that model comes in awesome light gray, awesome graphite, awesome olive, and awesome pink. Unlike the flagship Galaxy S series, which sometimes offers online exclusive shades, these colors will be available in retail stores. However, availability might vary depending on the region, so it's always a good idea to check Samsung's official store to see which options are offered in your country. With a strong balance of performance, design, and color variety, the Galaxy S36 is shaping up to be a solid choice for anyone looking for a mid-range smartphone with a Snapdragon processor. Whether you prefer the sleek and classic look of awesome black or want something more vibrant like awesome lime, there's a color to match different styles. The shift to Snapdragon could also mean better optimization and efficiency, making this phone an interesting option for users who want a reliable device at a reasonable price. What do you think about the Galaxy S36? Do you prefer Snapdragon over Exynos in Samsung's mid-range lineup? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more updates on the latest tech. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.